Hello and welcome to the remotely interesting video series where we discuss the latest goings on in the world of tech PR. Hi Alex.
Hello, Becca. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Yeah, good, good.
Hanging
Going
in
a
there.
bit crazy. Yeah, but it's all good. Broadcasting live straight from my bedroom.
Yeah, I'm from my living room, so it's just the world we've come to, so we just got to roll with it. So today we're going to discuss a story which we've noticed in come from the GRAMMY Museum about them releasing never before seen video material now that people can't visit the museum in person. So this material is video interviews with artists such as Billie Eilish, Kool and the Gang, and other artists we've had to do a bit of research into.
And Yola, who I've never heard of, and Brandy Carlisle. No clue. But they're
No.
quite good. Brandy Carlisle, everybody look that up. Honestly, she's really good.
Well, music recommendations as well, you know, you get a lot in this video series. So what they're doing is that these interviews have been made available digitally. And I just think it's quite interesting to take a look about what we could learn from this. So Alex, what do you think we could take away from the GRAMMY Museum's approach?
I want to know why they've done this, or we need to look into why they've done this for a start. Why would you keep content behind? And then why would you start releasing stuff with added content for it? Example. I think the key point here is they don't have an audience. The museum at the moment, they've not allowed anybody to come down to check it out. I think they've been going for 12 or 18 years, something like that. So they've been building up this big awareness, this big audience, big followers on Twitter, on all their social media, for example.
Yeah.
But the key here is they need to continue the conversation. They need to continue that engagement.
And this sense of exclusivity is something that people are looking for right now when they're sitting at home, looking to be entertained, going on different channels and on different devices to find kind of ways to keep their days interesting. And this is a good way of them trying to get their brand out there and make sure that they keep people interested in them.
I find it really interesting that they've kept old songs, old music, and old content. And it's like, well, you could look at it, Becca, for example, like with PR, how or why more like, why would you keep old content, or why would you keep content? And I think that's key, because working with our clients, we might see an opportunity with a challenge, with a trend within the industry, and you work with your client and the stakeholders, customers, etc., to create that, look at that challenge. It could be archiving, or it could be need for audience engagement within broadcasting, for example.
Yeah.
But then that trend can change, because it is quite a fast changing industry. And it's, if you refer this back, or look back at the music industry, they can create a song, sounds brilliant, but that very time that they've produced it and are about to deliver it, trends can change. And it's the same with the content. You need to be able to place that content and get the best return, if you will, the most engagement, whether you're placing it on social, in a publication, or a speaking opportunity, anything like that. It needs to be relevant to the times and the trends.
Yeah, I think that's a kind of a common thing at the moment, is that a lot of brand marketers would create a piece of content and think about how they would get it out tomorrow. But sometimes it is good, and I think that's what the GRAMMY Museums have done, is sat on a piece of content, kept it in their archives, and released it at a time which makes more sense.
Yeah, it's true. It's all about strategy. You've seen it quite a lot, and not with our clients, of course, but in other industries, where they just throw out information. It's like, oh, okay, that's a case study. Okay, there's no action, for example. You need to engage. Like, just throwing out, this is what we've done, it's not that interesting. But if it's relevant, it's timely, and it links to current trends and what your audience is talking about, then you're going to create engagement. Ask questions, like they've done with Billie Eilish and Yola, yeah.
Love Yola.
Yola, and he said YOLO, where they've started asking them questions. What was the creative process of it, and the workflows and stuff like that, getting a little bit more insight. And when it's thought leadership style as well, when you're working with the CTOs and the tech guys and all that sort of stuff, they give a little bit more insight, and it's that exclusivity that you mentioned as well. We're just
Yeah.
getting that bit more behind the scenes stuff, and people, that the audience start seeing that creative flow as well, and it can be quite inspiring, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I think it definitely shows an interesting and creative way to make the most of your network and your contacts. It's definitely something, especially video, it's a lot more interactive, and it's definitely something I think a lot of brands could learn from. Great. Well, thanks, Alex. That was a lovely little conversation on a Wednesday afternoon. So thank you very much. And everyone who's watching, we'll be back with another remotely interesting video shortly, with some more things we could learn and move forward with in this very strange time. But thanks again, Alex, and I'll see you soon, hopefully.
No worries. I'm going for a run now. Bye.
Bye.